What up guys, it's Kim Nonstop and I'm back with another episode of Talking Smack. Longest acronym ever. We're calling it Talking Smack from now on because it stands for solutions, motivation, answers, coffee, and kale, because I'm probably either gonna be drinking coffee or eating kale while I'm answering your questions. And today I will. So we're gonna kick off this episode of Talking Smack with Brittany Plath, who gave me 9 questions. Sorry, I can't count. She gave me 8 questions to answer. Before I do that, my Instagram handle is Kim Nonstop. My Twitter handle is Kim Nonstop. My website is kimnonstop.com. Every Tuesday, I post a playlist. It's called the Tuesday. Every Tuesday. It's called the Tuesday Journal. It's meant to help you get some new motivation for working out, but also it could be something you could go party to or hang out with your friends or whatever you want to do. I don't really care what you do to it. Just check it out. It's good music. And the next thing I want to talk about the adorable fitness line I just got from Amazon Fashion. I got this little strappy, colorful, like, looks like a rainbow explosion of fun patterns and straps. This is from Capezio. Hey, what's up, Capezio, bro? And I got these really cute low-cut Roxy bottoms and these super bright New Balances, so I just got this great rainbow outfit going on. I also scored a really cool, sophisticated black and white outfit from Trina Turk. Cool thing about Amazon is that you can get all different brands. It doesn't have to be specifically one, and there's a lot of different styles to choose from. I'll put the links to them in my description. And now for your questions. So to kick off my questions video, I have one girl who wrote me a list of questions she wants to see answered. Brittany Plath, you asked me, 1, can I talk about my tattoos? The answer is yes. 2, I'm just kidding, my tattoos. So a bunch of people actually asked, no more than Brittany, I had a lot of requests about the tattoos. Most of my tattoos I got are situational. I got them because of the people I was with and why. My favorite one to talk about is this one because my little brother is a cancer survivor, John Nonstop. He's a cancer survivor. He is awesome. He's great. He is just so strong and so inspirational. And after he was done with his chemo, he wanted to get a half sleeve and he wanted to get tattooed by this artist at Rising Dragon Tattoo on 14th Street. And he did the whole tattoo in one sitting. It was amazing. But I guess after getting chemotherapy, and that is so painful, sitting there and getting all those chemicals pumped into you, having a tattoo needle go into your arm for 6 hours is nothing compared to the pain of chemo. So I was sitting with him, I told him I'd hang out with him because we live in different cities, I don't get to hang out with him very much. So I was like, listen, you're coming up for this tattoo, I am gonna sit with you while you get that tattoo and we're gonna hang out. And while I was there, I was like, you know what, I actually wanna get tattooed with you, this is gonna be fun. So I was like, hey, who's available? I said, I have this idea, I wanna get a tape cassette because my brother and I, when we were sitting there during his chemo treatment, we'd sit with one headphone each and we'd share the headphone and we'd listen to all of our favorite songs from like when we were growing up together. So there was a lot of like cheesy, like we listened to some Tool, we listened to some Third Eye Blind, Incubus, and then we'd play some like new stuff that we loved and some like AWOL Nation and other stuff. And we'd sit there while he's getting his chemotherapy. And so I sat there while he got his tattoo and I got this mixtape because that's what got us through his chemo sessions, and he got his favorite scene from Hawaii because that's what got him through. A lot of it was wanting to go back there. He loved it, and that was also something we shared as we went and did this really long hike in Hawaii together in Kauai. So that's this tattoo. It has a lot of meaning for me from that, just mostly because of when I got it and with who. So I'll talk about some other ones later when I maybe do a whole tattoo video and I'm getting some new work done, so we'll come back to that. So Brittany, we're still on your questions. You asked me, did I go to college and where? Yes, I went to college. I went to University of Maryland. I am a Terrapin. I identify more with the high school I went to, which is Baltimore School for the Arts, because I feel like that's where I really got the most of my growth in my artistic self. Do I currently have a boyfriend? No. Do you know anybody? Go ahead and introduce me. Can you explain what you do when you wake up until you go to sleep? Wow, that's a lot. I do a lot of things, mostly acting like a big old dork. This is gonna get so boring to tell you what I do all day. I'll probably make a day in the life video for you guys at some point, which would be so much more interesting than listening to me talk about it. And then you asked me, do I get sore? Girl, I get sore, definitely. Yeah, getting sore is a really good indicator that you're challenging yourself. So I tend to strive when I'm doing resistance training to go for, you know, the next day and the following day I should feel some soreness. And then the last question, have I been fit my whole life? Hell no. I can post some pudgy pictures from my childhood. 15, 16 is when I started to get fit, is when I started to discover working out was a way to manage stress and to feel better and healthy about myself. And so, yeah, I have not been fit my whole life. I had to figure it out. I was definitely horrible at every sport I ever tried. And it's just something that I've sort of come to throughout my life and through, you know, asking others for advice the way you're asking me. So I wish you the best on your journey to becoming fit and healthy, and I'm here for you if you have any other questions, Brittany. That's the end of your questions, and now I'm gonna move on to everybody else's. So I'm just gonna dive right in because I have so many questions from you guys. So let's just get started. The first question comes from Michael Craig. Michael, you asked, did anyone tell you you look like Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas? Actually, I used to get that all the time, usually when I'm dancing, because apparently I shake my butt like her. Moving on. Rick James, that is not your name, oh my god. Rachel James says, how long did it take you to get abs? Well, Rachel, there's been periods in my life where I've had more visible abs, I've had less visible abs. Fact is that we all have abs in our body. I mean, they help hold us up. Standing up, it's part of our core. But I think you mean how long did it take to see them, to visibly see them. To give advice, I'd have to know is what your body fat percentage is, what your current routine is. Basically, if you are working with a higher body fat percentage, you're gonna need to lose the weight to see abdominal definition. If you know that you don't have a lot of extra abdominal weight, and you're not seeing abdominal muscle definition that you want, that's probably a matter of training then, your abdominals. So it could be two answers. It could be diet, weight loss, or it could be training your abdominals. So it's gonna be different for everybody. I would say that with the proper diet, with a lean body fat, if you were to start training your abdominals, you would be able to see definition within 2 weeks if you're consistent with it. S.M.A.C.K Abma says, can you make a video for every day, 5 minutes, for whole body best workouts for people who don't exercise? No. Everybody's got to put in their time. Like, there is no fast and quick and easy way to getting fit. And so I would love to say that if you do this one video every day for 2 minutes, it's gonna give you a fit body. I'd love to say that, but it's not the truth. What you can do is you can put all my videos on shuffle. You can do 3 videos in a row. You can also mix that up with a jog, mix it up with some cycling, some kind of cardio, swimming, whatever you prefer to do, and then add in a couple of my videos a day. And that would be a really well-rounded fitness lifestyle. Because it is a lifestyle, it's not a fad, and it's unfortunately not something you can just do for 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. Next up we have Edith. Edith, you said, lady, I discovered you on Fab TV. You are amazing. Can I do this workout every day? I mean, train my abs every day. Because many people I've heard say, make abs every day is bad. Make abs every day. So I think she's saying, can she train her abs every day? Edith, you can train your abs every day. Training them to exhaustion, to failure, that is where it runs a fine line. You don't want to work any muscle part of your body to exhaustion completely, repeatedly, day in and day out, because that will lead you to overtraining, overworking the muscle. What you do want is to give your body a chance to recover. So if you are gonna work completely to exhaustion, I definitely would recommend alternating days. If you feel an intense burn, if you feel like you get sore the next day, that's always a good indication you could take 1 day off from that muscle. You don't have to take a day off from working out. You can go do something else and do a different routine. Do butt, do arms, do cardio. Bob the Destroyer, you said, do you happen to know how many calories this burns? Speaking of my quickie workout. Fantastic workout, by the way. Bob, I love that someone named Bob the Destroyer is doing my workouts. That makes me feel so validated. I don't know how many calories the quickie workout burns. However, say the average calorie burn for a half hour of high intensity interval training is usually around 300 calories. So if you're doing it for 15 minutes, that's 150 calories. If you're doing it for half that amount of time, 75 calories. So it should be somewhere in that ballpark figure for you. If you want to get specific about it, I would definitely say get a heart rate monitor and do the calculations that way. Next up we have Nika. Nika says, Kim, what do you eat to stay fit? Nika, I just made a video about what I eat on a regular basis, and I'm posting that link right here, so you can go click on over to that and check out what it is I eat every day to maintain what I have now, what I've worked for. And then I also had a question separately over here from Piglets. Piglets asked me, do I even have a cheat day? That is actually a really good question, guys. I do have cheat days, and they're pretty frequent. I don't consider them or call them cheat days because I eat what I like, and I do like the kale and the salads that I make myself. I like the lean protein that I eat. I like the amount of calories that I eat in a day. I don't feel hungry when I go to bed. I don't feel unsatisfied. So cheat implies that I'm on a strict diet, and I'm not. So I do, when I'm out with friends, like if I can't seem to get, you know, a healthier version of something, or if I'm just in the mood to eat pizza, I eat pizza. And I drink beer and I drink alcohol. As far as liquids go, I drink mostly water. But sometimes I have coffee right before I go to work, and only 1 or 2 coffees a day maximum. I'm not crazy on the caffeine. And other than that, I will say I drink about 2 to 3 times a week. And when I say I drink, I'm about a 3 or 4 drink max girl. I don't need to get white girl wasted. Bella Cousins asks, how much time should someone work out a day? Again, Bella, this is a great question. It's also, the answer is so different depending on who you are. If you need to lose like 100 pounds of weight and you're extremely obese, you're probably gonna need to put in your time and do lower intensity for longer periods of time. If you're really fit and you just wanna maintain what you're doing, sometimes you can get away with 30 minutes a day. So it really depends on your goals. So next up, we have Cookie Bear. Cookie Bear says, what should I do if I'm not able to provide healthy food to get on track for myself? Should I cut my portions in half? A lot of my viewers out there are younger and they still live with their parents and kind of at the mercy of what your parents buy for groceries and for lunch and dinner, and you know, you're eating at home and you don't get to choose always what you're gonna get to eat. What I would say is try to have a conversation with your family. See if there is any flexibility with what is bought at the grocery store, when groceries are bought, so that you can choose, have a little bit of freedom as to what you want to eat. If they are only buying frozen pizza and putting that in the freezer and that's all you get to eat every day, that's a problem because your body is being malnourished and you need to break it down for them. My body needs vitamins and minerals and nutrients in order to grow and to become a healthy human being. And you can even tell them that you're concerned for their well-being. You know, you live with your family members, your brothers and your sisters and your mom and your dad, and you want everyone to be healthy and you want them to live long and you don't want them to have problems with diabetes and heart disease and stuff like that. So hopefully there's a way to do some open communication, and I wish you the best. Maria Rosario, you said, hello, thank you for all your great videos. You're welcome. I was wondering if I could please do a bridal series. I know most videos can be used for that purpose, but I thought I'd ask just in case I have time to work on getting great skin, toned arms, smaller waist, controlling bloating, shiny. Thought I'd write well in advance so that I could get to the Zen route. Maria, first of all, congratulations on your engagement. That's so exciting. I am not gonna do a bridal series. Sorry. I don't have a chance to in my current time allotment with my 1 video a week. That would be enough to put up easily 2 videos a week on top of that. And until I get some interns, anybody want to work as my intern? I'm not going to be doing a bridal series. I know that my friends over at Fab TV, Fab Life, Ashley just got married, so I know that Ashley was probably posting a bunch of stuff around that you can check out. And the video I did with them, the Flat Tummy Fast video, that is a great video for day of tips for having a nice flat toned tummy And also the pre-party workout is good for day of. You wanna do the more intense workouts and intense training leading up to it, and then once you get too closer to the wedding, you wanna scale back, and day of, you wanna minimize bloat and look your best. So that's when I would do the flat tummy fast and pre-party workout. Hope that's helpful, Maria. And again, congratulations on your engagement. Melis or Melis. What should I do and eat and drink after working out? Okay, depends on the workout. Again, are you doing cardio? You should drink a ton of water. If you're sweating a lot, if you're doing Bikram yoga, you know, hot yoga, always hydrate, always drink tons of water after your workout. That is a given. I drink a whole bottle of water before I go work out, and then I drink a whole bottle of water after I work out, and then I probably drink like 8 more throughout the day. I drink so much water, and not to sound crass, but I have to make sure that my pee is really light colored or clear. That has to happen, because otherwise your body's telling you you're dehydrated, especially if you're not peeing. That's like really dangerous. So depends if you're are you trying to build muscle? Again, you should check out my video. Check out my video from last week. That is the what I eat on a daily basis, eat this every day video. And I talk about protein and complex carbs, how to replenish after your workouts. That should be really helpful for you. I hope that helps. If you need a more specific answer, feel free to write me again, and I'll get back to it on the next smack talking video. KB Meg, you asked me, how much do you weigh in kilograms? Good question. I had to look it up. I weigh 128 pounds, and in kilograms, that is 58 kilograms. 58 kilograms. Next up, we have King Cow Jinapen. I am butchering your name, I'm so sorry. You're asking about the Hit Sucks workout, and you said, so I basically have to do the routine 6 times in total. Yes, if you wanna do it for the full 15 minutes, you wanna do 6 sets of every exercise. Let me think about that. So it's 5 exercises, and doing each one of them twice makes 5 minutes. So 2, 4, 6, yeah. You wanna do it 6 times, 6 rounds of every exercise. The Chizzy, you said, is riding a bike and running fast as good as high intensity interval training? Yeah, it can be. If I'm out and I'm running and I'm like jogging for 2 minutes and I'm sprinting as hard as I can for 30 seconds, and then I'm jogging for 2 minutes and sprinting for 30 seconds, that's a high intensity interval training structure to my run. You can do like jog for 30 seconds, sprint for 20 seconds, jog for 1 minute, sprint for 30 seconds. However you want to structure it. It can be a high intensity workout depending on how you structure it. Shan Pete says, I know you can't spot train, so what should I do for a daily workout? I normally just run and do some abs and legs. I've seen it different weight-wise, but I'm more interested in building muscle. I'm not really sure how to phrase this. Sorry if it's confusing. I guess, what should I be doing to start building muscle? What should my daily workout be like? Well, Shan, I think you need to tell me where you want to build the muscle, and if you just want to build muscle overall, weightlifting and doing things to fatigue in under 8 reps is a good structure to your workout. So less reps, higher weights, once your body is trained for it and ready for it. So usually if you're not doing any weight training, I like to go higher reps with a lighter weight just to get the body like a base amount of strength, and do that for about a month. So your reps are around 12 to 15. Once you get used to that, then you can start scaling back to reps around 4 to 8 reps, maxing out, meaning you can't do more than 8 reps. And that's how you want to train if you're trying to build muscle mass on that area, that part of your body. And then you have to follow it up with enough protein. So your diet's gonna be really important. You're gonna have to start getting those post-workout recovery shakes or post-workout recovery meals. So Shan, I hope that's helpful. If you want a more specific answer, definitely write me back. I'm always here for you. Talking smack. Claire Abby, you said, can you please make a video for your curves? What curves? Thank you so much for saying that. Like, makes my day. Claire, you can get curves from doing squats and lunges, so just stay at it. You will get that booty looking good. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, send me your questions in the future if you want to be answered. I'm Kim Nonstop. I'll see you guys next week. You share your cookies? Oh wait, that sounds dirty. Balls. White girl wasted.